Thank you for joining us this evening for a special premiere of the 2020 Carlsbad High School Broadcasting Program's annual Spring Banquet. Tonight we will celebrate the outstanding work of some of the most talented high school broadcast journalists in America. Joining us this evening with special messages are CNN anchor Don Lemon, CNN correspondent Randy Kay, NBC reporter Joe Little, and the CBS Network Survivor Series co-executive producer John Kerhofer. Our special remote broadcast begins right now.
Rising here in the U.S. to at least 36, more than 1,200 cases now reported in 42 states and Washington, D.C. 60 dead. Four more states added just 3,000. And just a short time ago, New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio reversing course. The closing coronavirus is 10 times more lethal than the seasonal flu.
Good evening, I'm Holden Sisko. It's hard to believe Carlsbad High School has been closed for over 2 months now due to coronavirus. It all happened at the end of a week, which began for us with our last show before we were supposed to get on a flight to Washington, D.C. Little did we know the entire world was about to get rocked by a global pandemic. But not even a global pandemic can stop us from what we love to do. We're filmmakers, we're broadcasters, and we're storytellers, and we didn't skip a beat because the show really must go on. Our end of the year celebration starts right now.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2020 CHSTV Banquet. My name is Heather Benson. I am the president of the Booster Club Board, and welcome to the first ever remote banquet. It's kind of a night of firsts. It's a night where we're, the first time we're not going to be able to gather and celebrate our accomplishments of the past year. We're not going to be able to take those pictures and hug our seniors as we send them off into, their next steps. But we will, and we're grateful that we are here, we're healthy, and we're able to produce this show tonight. So let's get started. I want to start really quickly by acknowledging all of the frontline and essential workers and thank them for their service. I hope each of you and your family members here and around the country or around the world are healthy and as happy as can be at this time. So with that, let's get started. I want to quickly acknowledge the Booster Club Board for all of their accomplishments and contributions and their time, and even to their families who have supported them as they volunteer their time and efforts this year. We have Brandy Bowers as our Vice President, Diana Handojo is our Treasurer, Sarah Sanders is our Secretary, and Chris Barnes is our Vice President of Membership. So from me to each of you on the board, thank you so much. It's been quite a year. We've had a lot, come our way, and we really tried a lot of new things this year. And I'm really proud of everything we accomplished, and I'm really grateful for everything each of you did to make it so successful. So thank you for that. And I will go into a quick update, year in review type of deal. So really quickly, we were able this year to bring on the Go Dog Live Sports, where we have cameras at the stadium and also gymnasium. And I really think that's going to be a unique opportunity for us going forward, where we're not certain of how many people will be able to pack into a gymnasium next year. So that's kind of an exciting opportunity that we'll look forward to and work towards before we start next school year. We also brought on Lightcraft, which the Booster Club was able to support Mr. Green's endeavors with that new history-making program. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. So we were able to successfully support financially the onboarding of Lightcraft this year. We had our traditionally, we have our restaurant nights, we had our Chili's breakfast, knockout pizza, we had Mrs. Leone's retirement party at the Windmill Food Hall, which is an amazing venue, and we had such a great time that night. Definitely a highlight of the year. We missed out on STN, but we know we'll be back and stronger with that. So really overall this past year, oh, and the big one, we changed out our garage sale, which was always kind of our anchor fundraiser, and we implemented the Friends of CHSTV direct donation. It exceeded our expectations. It's because of each and every one of you and your dedication to making sure that we were able to reach out to our families and friends excuse me, and ask them for that support, that we were really able to kind of go into this year and looking forward be very financially secure. So we're really grateful for that and for everyone's participation in that. So with regards to finances, we are in good standing to finish out the year. And obviously with the studio shut down, we didn't have as many costs recurring as we normally would. And looking forward to next year with consideration and being thoughtful and respectful with regards to fundraising next year, we'll have to do some events and we'll have to kind of be creative, but we are in good financial standing to get us started for next year, definitely, and keep the program thriving. So really grateful for that. I want to just really quickly send out a big gratitude and shout out to all of our sponsors. GoPro was a program sponsor this year. Dr. Turley with North Coast Oral Surgery. We appreciate your support, your year-long commitment to the Go Dog Sports program. Knockout Pizza, Chili's, the Windmill Food Hall. I'm sorry if I'm forgetting everybody, but we do San Diego. So we are grateful to our community local sponsors. We really appreciate you. And also really quickly to everyone who volunteered, who emailed and called us and said, what can I do to help you this year? Our CHSTV village really is a strong family, it's a strong community, and we really appreciate everything that all of the volunteers gave to the program this year. So I also want to say thank you really quickly to the Booster Club student reps, Jake and Shaylin. You guys were a joy to work with. You're so fun. You're great kids. Anytime we needed anything, you popped right back like, yes, let's do it. And you had your own awesome ideas. So we really appreciate everything you did as well to support the Booster Club and kind of keep us informed. So thank you guys. And with that, let's get on with the show.
Hi, Carlsbad High School journalism students. The journalism that you're doing now, what you're trying to do with your studies, I mean, it is incredible at such a young age. Keep learning how to write, keep learning how to be great storytellers. All of this work that you're putting in now will pay off. Keep up the incredible work. I promise you it will pay off. And one day you're going to be in a position like mine or even higher. I am so proud of you. So make sure you keep it up and keep reaching for the stars.
Hey there, I just want to wish a big congratulations to the Carlsbad journalism students. I'm Randy Kay here at CNN. Congratulations on a great year. It is really just amazing at all that you have accomplished so far. We want you to keep working hard, keep asking those tough questions, because you really are the future of this business. It is amazing at what you all have accomplished at this age. You have such a bright future ahead of you, and thank you and congratulations.
What's up, CHSTV crew? This is your good old friend Uncle Joe down at NBC7. This is not how 2020 was supposed to go for you guys. I know that you were really deprived of a great second half of your year, especially you seniors. I know some of you are going to take your skills and talents that you learned from Dougie Fresh off into great schools like Missouri and Arizona State, and eventually you're going to push me out of the business, and for that, I'm quite resentful. I want to take this chance to wish you seniors good luck. You deserve the best, you deserve better. Prepare for the changes, but also prepare to get back in the classroom. But for all you other students who are coming back next year, you guys are the future. I don't know when you're going to be back in the studio with Mr. Green, with your other teachers, with your classmates, but keep your heads up, keep pushing old farts like me out of the business. But you know what? It's okay. I'm happy for you, I'm proud of all of you, and I wish nothing but the best for the future of CHSTV.
Students of Carlsbad High School, congratulations on graduating. This is John Kerhofer. I work on the TV show Survivor. I'm a co-executive producer. I'm the guy that comes up with the challenges that we do. And I came and I had a great time when I got to visit you guys. It's a very exciting time. It's a weird time with the COVID and all that. But I just want you to remember that life is a series of challenges and obstacles. And there's a reason that I've made a living creating obstacle courses and doing challenges, because they're fun to watch. And it's fun to watch when people succeed. So in your life, like this coronavirus, this is just one of the many, many obstacles and the many, many challenges you will have in your life, and you have to charge it. Okay, you gotta stay cool. You never see Tom Cruise or Bruce Willis panic in a movie when times get tough. That's when you buckle up and you kick butt. So congratulations, go out, enjoy the struggle, enjoy the challenges, enjoy the obstacles that you're gonna have in life. And I hope to come back and visit you guys back at the school or at your whatever university you go to very soon. Congratulations again.
Good evening, welcome to the 2020 at-home edition of our annual banquet. I'd like to start by thanking the VIP journalists who have just spoken to you. It's a real testament to you and your reputation, your national reputation, that they have taken time out of their very busy days to send messages to you. So thank you to the four of them. I get to talk to you about this year. It's been incredibly successful. This is a year that began in November with the Pacemaker Award, arguably the most prestigious award you can win in scholastic journalism. They call it the Pulitzer Prize of high school and college journalism. That in and of itself is an amazing accomplishment. And then a few months later, for the 13th year, you won the Award of Excellence. And I know this is a silly analogy, but if we were to stop winning or stop competing in that category, the Daily Live Award of Excellence, and say some other school came along and they won it for the next 13 years, which is not likely, it would take until the year 2033 for us to lose that record. So again, congratulations. It's been an incredible year. It's also a year where we were challenged by an award winner, an Academy Award winner, a guy named Bill Warner, who said, hey, I want to rock your boat a little bit. You guys are definitely doing some great things in the Daily Live space. How about switching it up a little bit? Let's try something filmic, this thing called Lightcraft. And I said, well, we do live TV. They said, no, it's not for live TV. It's for movies. And I said, well, we'll embrace this if we can use this on our live show. And to their amazement, we have done exactly that. So it's a year, Pacemaker, the Award of Excellence, Lightcraft, and then the pandemic. And we did not let it shut us down. You have done some amazing broadcasts since March 13th. We have been that glue, that connection between the students, the parents, and our school and our community. So you guys have just done so well this year. This next category, these are the senior project memory reflections. You're not going to see Andrew Whitsett in period one. He and Michael did his together, so Andrew will be in period two. But let's take a look at period one's senior reflections.
All right, so this video might be a little more than 2 minutes long, but when you've been in broadcasting for 6 years like me, it's kind of hard to narrow it down. So First off, I want to say thank you to Mr. Green for the incredible opportunity of a lifetime. There really is nothing else in the world like CHSTV, and I really admire the way that you're able to build this thing up from the ground every year, just working so hard to make it the nationally recognized program it is today. And I'm forever grateful for the honor to be able to be a part of this awesome program. And to Mrs. Cohen and Mrs. Leone, I wanted to say thank you for all the hard work you guys do behind the scenes. You guys are the positive presence of CHSTV, the heart that keeps on beating, doing everything behind the scenes. And just, I want to say thank you for everything you've done. And of course, I just say thank you to Mrs. Wyckoff, my middle school teacher at AOMS, for broadcasting. That really just ignited the spark within me that started this 6-year-long journey. And I want to say thank you for just changing my life, because this last 6 years of mine have truly been life-changing. And so when you think of broadcasting, you can think of a lot of different things. You can think of all of our crazy daily life shows that just seem to work no matter what. You can think of all the STNs and just everything that happened there over the years in different cities, winning different awards. But the thing I think of most are just the wonderful people in broadcasting. You know, nowhere else are you going to find all these driven, passionate, hardworking people just all coming together from different backgrounds, from different point of views. But when everyone comes together and everyone is so devoted and everyone's so passionate, like everyone in the CHSTV family is, just, it really works. And you can see it with the last 4 years of our class and just the future of CHSTV for sure. And so to my underclassmen, the freshmen and sophomores, I want to say keep working, keep grinding. You guys have so much talent, and I can't wait to see what you guys do next. To my juniors, you guys are great. You guys are going to do so well next year. You guys are going to have the best senior year ever, and I really just can't wait to see what you guys do. And to all my seniors, it's been a great ride. It's not how we wanted it to end, but I wouldn't have traded the last 4 years for anything. You guys are all my family, and I really hope that, you know, we just keep in touch, and because you guys are all just family to me. I love you guys. So for the last time, for CHSTV, I'm Jared Barnes.
Hey guys, it's Shayla Islampour, and it feels really weird to be filming all this right now, but I hope this senior memoir is still a great one, even though we can't be all together to watch all of ours together. So here's mine. So first off, I've been in broadcasting for 4 years since my freshman year. When I came in my freshman year, I really had no prior experience, and I was very nervous and scared. I came to Carlsbad High with not a lot of friends, and I was just nervous. Because of CHSTV, I've learned how to be more confident in myself and talk to people. And honestly, in life, being able to talk to people is such a useful tool. Like, you can be smart, but you have to be communicative also and social. And I think if it wasn't for CHSTV, I'd still be the shy little freshman Shayla I was. But now I feel like I'm definitely a lot more confident when I talk to new people. Broadcasting has given me so many amazing experiences, whether it be my 3 years of STN. It's so sad we didn't get our 4th year. Anyways, it has brought me so many experiences that I will forever remember. It's given me some of the greatest friends in my life that I've had some of the best memories with, and I really do have to thank broadcasting for that, because I don't know if I would be friends with the people I am today if it wasn't for this class. Thank you to Mr. Green for believing in me all those times that I asked for different projects to work on and you asked me to work on. I don't know why you asked me to do those, but thank you so much for all the experiences you've given me. I will always remember them. And thank you for constantly believing in me, no matter what stupid questions I ask or things like that. Thank you so much, and I'll forever remember a time. And Miss Leone, thank you so much for being so nice to me in the morning, and I enjoyed you acting kind of like a mom to me when I was having my hard times, and thank you so much for that. And Miss Cohen, I wish we could have gotten closer together. You were so sweet to me and trying to figure out a bunch of stuff together. Thank you so much for all the experiences we've had. Overall, this is a really weird way to end my 4 years at CHSTV here, but I'm really thankful for everything, and a little message to everyone that these years go by so fast. So really enjoy your time and your friends and your teachers. Thanks.
Hello everyone, my name is Nick. I'm a senior right now. This is my 3rd year in the program. I joined my sophomore year, and unfortunately it means that it's my last year in the program. And as it draws to a close, what I'm really beginning to reflect on and appreciate is the ability that this program has given me to be myself in front of other people. Namely, being able to express myself, talk clearly, and form professional thoughts that people respect, value, and that has authority behind it. This is a really important skill to me, especially through my day-to-day life, because I do a lot of talking with people. I mean, I like to talk. I think all of us join the program in some way or another because we like to talk in some form. But as I'm pursuing journalism in the future, communication is a vital skill, and obviously this is a journalism class, so it has prepared me very well for it. And I think really the way that I've grown most in this class, and something that I've learned, is preparedness, but also not compromising flexibility. So when I go out to do a story, I have to make sure that I have my camera, my battery, my SD card, bare bones to capture the footage. But I also need to make sure that I have a microphone, that I have a tripod, maybe a light, maybe, hiking shoes if I'm doing a story out in the wilderness, or, different sets of tools and items that I need to bring along and have the foresight that I know I need to bring to make the story run smoothly, which is really important to me. And I think that reflecting on my time in this program has made me so grateful for all the work that you, Mr. Green, put into this program, especially, because you built it from the ground up, and it's given so many students great opportunities to pursue in their life. But I would be remiss if I didn't mention all the help that Miss Leone and Miss Cohn both gave us in this program, as well as all the wonderful parents, from the boosters to the chaperones to the parents that have raised extraordinary children that I'm lucky to be around every day, that are bright, active, and engaged, and make this program so wonderful on top of everything that it already is. I'm very excited to announce that I will be pursuing my undergraduate education at Northwestern University. I will be studying journalism, and I can't be more excited for this fall, but I don't consider this a personal achievement. I consider it an achievement that is contingent upon all the help that I got throughout high school and all the different ways that people influenced my life and were able to provide direction and simply just help in my day-to-day activities that formed me into the person I am today. So thank you.
So I've been in the broadcasting program for 5 years. I started out in 8th grade at Valley Middle School, and I've changed a little bit throughout my time in VMS and CHSTV. One thing that it helped me learn is better communication skills and being put in a leadership role. That's important for me, especially because I would like to be in the journalism industry, and I would like to play baseball at a very high level. So being good at communicating and being a good leader are two very important skills to be successful in both of those areas, and broadcasting did a really good job at teaching me that. Another thing broadcasting helped me learn is to find a way, and pretty much what that means is if something doesn't work out, something doesn't go as planned, you just have to keep rolling and just find a way to make it work. There's plenty of stories, and I'm sure other students in CHSTV have had stories where they had everything set up, it's all planned, the interview is all ready to go, and the person cancels last minute, or you don't get the soundbite that you like. I have plenty of those stories, but that'd go beyond 2 minutes, and you guys know I can talk for a very long time. But yeah, that's pretty much what this program has taught me, is to find a way, be a better leader, and have communication skills. All things very important for my career in baseball and in journalism, and for any other careers that any other students have. And thank you, CHSTV, for doing that for me for these past 5 years.
Hey everyone, it's Maddie Ward. Feels really weird to be doing this, so I'm just going to start at the beginning. I was in CMS-TV at Calavera Hills in 8th grade. I loved it, decided to try out for CHSTV my freshman year, and I luckily got in, so I've been in it for the past 4 years now. I think the biggest change I've noticed in myself from freshman year CHSTV Maddie to senior year CHSTV Maddie is how outgoing I've become. I was so scared freshman year, I hid in the corner of the room, I wouldn't talk to anyone. I didn't really know anyone at Carlsbad High because most of my friends went to Sage. And I really started to break out of my shell through CHSTV. With interviews, I found out about a lot of organizations that I wanted to join on campus. And in the class, I met so many people who are still my friends today. I love all of you guys. And it was just a really great experience for me. I think the biggest skill I learned was definitely communication. I think open communication is the key to success in whatever field you go into. And in CHSTV, we've really learned how to say things efficiently, which is really helpful just to make sure that you're getting your points across as quickly as possible and as exactly as possible. And I am so grateful for the program. It has given me so much. It's given me some of my best friends in the world. And thank you so much, Mr. Green, for really teaching me so much about journalism. I really grew as a person and a journalist in the program, and that is all thanks to you. To Miss Leone, I miss you so much. I'm so grateful for the time that we spent together. You never failed to put a smile on my face, and I loved it when you snuck me Mr. Green's Cheez-Its. And Miss Cohn, I wish that we got to get to know each other more, but I'm really grateful that you came into our class this year. No one else could have filled Miss Leone's shoes. Thank you so much. So thank you guys all so much. Every single person in the program, you guys have made my experience so amazing. To all of the parents who help every year at STN and with fundraising, the Booster Club, you guys are awesome. And just everyone in the program, everyone involved with the program, thank you so much for giving me this experience the last 4 years. It has really been life-changing.
This is like my third take. Hi guys, I'm Shaylin Foley, and I am very shocked that I'm filming this video right now, to be honest. Anyway, getting to the point. I started broadcasting when I was in 7th grade. I watched my first ever VMS TV when I was in 6th grade, and I knew from that moment I wanted to be on camera and I wanted to be a part of this program. And ever since then, it really changed my life. I mean, my family has never had a history of photographers, videographers, journalists, nothing. So I was going in asking Mr. Green what the red dot on the top of the screen meant. Obviously it means record, I know that now, but it just kind of goes to show I was clueless, and the fact that I'm still here 6 years later, so into it, is just incredible. And this class, everyone talks about how you go in shy and it breaks you out of your shell, but for me it was a completely different story. I mean, I thought it was about what it would look like when I'm on live and memorizing a script and being able to memorize the 5 questions I'm gonna ask this person. And after being thrown on camera so many times, you realize it's so much more about the confidence that you hold than the questions that you have memorized in your head. Because when it comes down to it, if you forget that question, if you have the confidence that you can do it, you'll come up with another question. But if you're just focusing on these 5 questions that you have ingrained in your head, when you slip and you lose one, it's like, oh my God, I'm in front of so many people and I have no idea what I'm gonna say. I have to admit, this class really showed me I have to be confident, and I couldn't be more grateful for that skill. And then I think about how this class has prepared me for life in the future, and I mean, if you're a student in this class right now, this is one of the best paths you could possibly take. I mean, ignoring deadlines, ignoring stories and everything, the friends that you make, the connections that you make, and the feeling, everything is just surreal. I can tell you, my sophomore year, we flew to Nashville. It's Award of Excellence ceremony. I'm sitting in my seat, literally shaking. I look over, Nick Francis is just as nervous as I am. We're sophomores, we're like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen? And I'm telling you right now, those feelings last so much longer than the 30 seconds that you feel them for. It just helped me kind of realize what I want, the people that I want in my life, the friends that I want, how to even hold a conversation with somebody. A lot of my life revolves around this class, and that being said, I know everybody's gonna have their little thank you portion, so this is gonna be mine. Mr. Green, you have always terrified me, and you've always been one of the most intimidating teachers I have, but also one of the most trustworthy teachers I have. We can motivate each other, but it's so nice to have your constant, undeniable just attention to this class, and you care so much. And I think to myself, what on earth are we gonna do when you retire? And I just seriously thank you. And Miss Leone might not see this, but Miss Leone, you're just an incredible woman altogether. And Miss Cohn, we just met this year, and I love you already. I think that you were a perfect contribution to this class, and I think if anybody was going to take over the huge role Miss Leone had, it's you, and you're going to do a phenomenal job. For the rest of the class that's watching this still, I know it's long and I'm sorry, and not even just the underclassmen, the seniors, I'm going to miss you guys so much. Sorry to say the microphone. I couldn't be as passionate without you guys, and you've really made this program something special, and I really hope that you continue the clean run of not doing anything crazy at STN, and I hope that you guys can find the happiness and the experience that I've had in this class, because I'm so grateful for everything. So, for the last time, for CHSTV, I'm Shaylin Foley.
Thank you, Shaylin, and thanks to all of the Period 1 seniors for sharing your thoughts and feelings about the experiences you've had in broadcasting. Our guest speaker tonight, his name is John Tipton. John went through Valley and Carlsbad High School's broadcasting program, had a passion for sports, and as you're about to hear, he's been very successful in sports journalism.
My name is John Tipton, and yes, if you ever hear the nickname Tip Top, that's me. And I am, yes, the son of Mr. Tipton, who teaches history at the high school, so if you have him, definitely give him my best. I started my broadcasting career at Valley Middle School. I just thought it'd be a fun, creative class to take. Didn't really think I'd make a career out of it. The first thing I ever did there was actually running a little soundboard for our 7th grade broadcast that week. And I think I realized that this could be a career when I was a boom mic operator for some high school football games. For 2 years, my sophomore and junior year, I was a part of a dozen or so classmates that made a documentary titled We Must Remember. It was a breathtaking experience. We traveled to concentration camps in Germany and Austria. It was not only a documentary about us teaching viewers about the Holocaust, it was also about us learning about the Holocaust. After I graduated in 2009, I attended Palomar Community College in San Marcos. That's actually my hometown, so just a couple miles down the road. That's where I went to school, and I studied radio and TV there. I studied there for about a year and a half before I transferred to the University of Minnesota, and I'll get to Minnesota in a minute. When I was at Palomar, I actually spent some time working for the North County Times, which I believe is now a newspaper outlet that's with the San Diego Union Tribune. And I also interned at Max Prep Sports, which now Max Preps is just this huge entity of covering high school sports around the nation. This was back in 2010 when, Max Preps was very little. It wasn't as big as it is now. Well, I transferred to the University of Minnesota in the fall of 2010. It wasn't until 2011 when Gopher Digital Productions was created. And that's kind of where I got the forefront of being like, hey, I don't have to be objective to, Red Sox, Yankees, or any sort of rivalry. I'm a huge UCLA fan. I don't think I could ever root for USC. Sorry if there's Trojan fans in the audience, but I'm a Bruin for life. So, for me, being objective to maybe just one team or one school, hey, that sounds pretty great. So I really bought in. I think there were about 10 interns in that program at the time, and I really think 3 of us stuck with it and were there at the end of the year. The second season, our hockey team just kind of continued to win, so I really wanted to highlight our postseason run. And our documentary was sort of E60 style. Kind of think of it as the Michael Jordan documentary, The Last Dance. Filmed very similar to that when it came to interviews. We shot interviews before the games, we shot interviews after the games, and then just kind of compiled everything together. We knew that we had something that fans would love, I could have made the little documentary maybe 30 minutes long, but I had terabytes of footage and I had to take that thing down to about 13 minutes. And at the end of it all, we submitted it for an Emmy Award. We didn't think we'd get nominated, to be honest. You know, I mean, to be nominated for any sort of award is such a great honor. And it was actually the day that I drove down to Alabama, the nominations came out. And that's when I found out, whoa, I'm nominated for a Midwest Emmy Award. Yeah, this is the perfect closing of one chapter and the opening of another. Unfortunately, we had a night football game the night of the award ceremony. I wasn't able to go because of the football game, and turns out we won. I did not think that I would win because we were up against folks from Fox Sports North, and I think somebody from ESPN as well, or ABC, and I got that call and that text when I was like on the sideline shooting, and I think I took a selfie like of my face, just wide open, wide-eyed, and just in complete awe of like, wow, I just won an Emmy Award. This is unreal. Here for the University of Alabama, I work for Crimson Tide Productions. I produce the in-venue video board shows for sports like basketball and baseball. I shoot and edit videos, hype videos, more so for the Jumbotron, videos that you might see scrolling through Instagram and Twitter. I've shot video that you've even seen on ESPN because we're associated with the SEC network. And if you want to work in a control room broadcast, which I've done, every Alabama game on TV you see, that's coming from our control room. Those are college students. Those are kids who are not much older than you guys are today. Advice to you guys, and advice that I've learned from my peers and people that I admire, is just to buy in. Buy in today. Buy in with CHSTV. Buy in at your next level. Congratulations, class of 2020, and the class of 2021, and those returning. Know that the community in Carlsbad looks to you. They look to you for the stories of good and the stories of hope, because now more than ever, we do need that. And to put a smile on someone's face, sometimes there's nothing more rewarding. So people need good, people need hope. Remember that. Use this platform in that way, especially over this next year, just because a lot of things have changed, and that'll help people. So use this platform for good. So thank you all for having me. Stay safe, and roll Seabad.
Good morning, Carlsbad. I'm Jacob Brella, and I'm part of the CHSTV program, obviously. First off, I just want to say that these past 6 years have been amazing. They've taught me so much, and the middle school program broke me out of my shell because in 7th grade I was super shy, and that all changed when I met all the kids in the program who had similar interests, and I had to go out and interview people and ask them questions about themselves and figure out their story. And so and that's what you have to do in life a lot. And so that was great. 8th grade, I became really close with the kids in the program because we took a trip all the way to Atlanta, Georgia. First long trip across the country without my parents, and I was super nervous, but all the kids and all the staff members reassured me and made the experience super fun. I loved it. I think the most stressful part of CHSTV would definitely have to be waiting to see if I made it in or not. Mr. Green, being the loving and caring man that he is, he made us all wait until midnight to see if we got in or not. So it was super stressful, but it was the best feeling when I found out that I made it. And so it was great. The high school program was everything the middle school program was, but 10 times better. The kids from all different age groups, you start to know people super fast. People know your name because you're on TV every day. It's great. It was a great experience. So thank you, Mr. Green. Thank you, Ms. Leone. Thank you, Ms. Cohn. Thank you to all the staff members who helped out in the program. And then I'd like to sincerely thank my parents and my family who had my back throughout the 6 years in broadcasting and just in life. So thank you so much for the last time, I'm Jay Gabriella, signing off from CHSTV.
Alright, hi everyone, my name is Gabriella Fernandez Silva, or Gabriella Fitzgerald Simmons, whichever you prefer. So I have been in the program for 6 years. I started at Avera Oaks Middle School in 7th grade and decided to continue the program all the way until my senior year at Carlsbad High School. I was a very, very awkward girl, but I wasn't that shy awkward. I was that awkward girl who could not stop talking and wouldn't let you get a word in, and any amount of awkward silence, I wasn't there for it. I think broadcasting has really helped me to become a lot more confident with myself, and those awkward silences, or I guess, aren't so awkward anymore. I think something that CHSTV has definitely helped me with is my interviewing skills. In this program, especially as an underclassman, I would always raise my hand and be like, I want to volunteer today, like, let me go on live. And I am so thankful I did that. I remember freshman year, like, sit in an editing bay by myself and repeat, like, the questions over and over again in my head. And then senior year, I was kind of like, as soon as they came in the door, I was like, okay, what are you guys talking about? Okay, let me just think of these questions, and then I would just go. So there's definitely a huge development period that you guys probably have already gone through, but you really notice it when you're a senior. You're like, wow, I've gotten so much better. So my advice to all of the underclassmen is always raise your hand for seriously anything. If you fail, who cares? Like, people might remember it at brunch, but they'll never remember it again. Huge tip, I would definitely recommend any of you guys take advantage of the video editing skills that you've learned in broadcasting. I definitely have, to the point where for Mother's Day, Christmas gifts, birthdays, for my parents, I'll just make them little sentimental videos. Like for Mother's Day, my brother and I created a music video. Didn't cost me a penny, but still was the best mother's gift ever, according to all her Facebook friends. So I just wanted to give a huge thank you to everybody in CHSTV. You guys are an amazing group. I think we all just have such a huge passion for journalism and broadcasting when we're in that class, and it just shows. I've had so many funny memories with you guys. I know some people like scaring me with snakes, or just, sitting in the editing bay, talking with my friends, or, messing with people when they're on the anchor desk. Or STN, all of these are so amazing, and I wouldn't take them back for the world. For us seniors, I just want to say, Corona definitely put a damper on our senior year, but there isn't a group I would rather be going through this with. Class of 2020, you guys are a group of amazing individuals, each one of you, and I know you're going to go so far in life, and I'm just so lucky to be a part of such an inspirational group of people. Mr. Green, I also just wanted to give a huge thank you. Your passion that you show the program is incredible, and you come into class every single day with so many opportunities for these kids just to become better versions of themselves, and you've helped me so much, so thank you. Miss Leone, oh my goodness, I literally love you so much. You're definitely the mother of the program. You have helped me when I come into class and I'm super, super stressed out, or I literally am crying because a snake was attacking me on air. You have always been there for me, and I cannot thank you enough for it. You've always had my back, especially with those Cheez-Its. I'm addicted to those. I'm sorry, Mr. Green. I would steal your Cheez-Its. They were just, I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say. And then Miss Cone, I sadly only got to know you for a little bit of my senior year, but I'm so happy that I was able to meet you. You underclassmen, you guys are in such good hands. She's going to take care of you so much, and thank you for being a part of the end of my senior year. But I'm going to miss you all so much. Please don't ever hesitate to reach out and shoot me a text if you guys ever need anything. I'm always here to listen. And now signing off the last time, my name's Gabby FS, reporting for CHSTV.
Hi, Hi, my name's Julia O'Connell, and I've been in the broadcasting program for 5.5 years now. That half a year is actually because I did not get in my freshman year, which was really heartbreaking for me, but Mr. Green actually called me the night before my birthday. I don't think he knew that, but he called me the night before my birthday and let me know that he wanted me in the program, and I was over the moon and so excited that I showed up to the classroom the next day and I got the grand tour. I was super excited, and I can't thank Mr. Green enough for all the opportunities he has provided me with. So I actually started off the program in 7th grade, and if you know me, I'm not very shy, but I was a pretty shy and not very confident within myself. But the first time I sat at that desk at Valley Middle School, I knew that I wanted to do this all throughout the rest of my high school career, which I'm super excited that I had the opportunity to. And I can't thank Mr. Green, Miss Leone, and Mrs. Cohn enough for everything they do for the program. I mean, we haven't had Mrs. Cohn for so long, but she's already become a part of our family, and we wouldn't change that for the world. So the skills that I'm going to take from broadcasting are definitely to meet deadlines all the time, maybe even be a little bit early. That's what I recommend. And of course, be an effective communicator. I can definitely wrangle up a class of freshmen through seniors to now get into the control room exactly at 9:15 before the show starts at 9:18. It's pretty crazy, but I definitely feel like I have the ability to do so now. So I want to thank my family for everything they have done. My sister's actually in the program too. We've never been in the class together because it gets a little crazy sometimes between us, but I definitely have been inspired by her to work a lot harder sometimes because she is very talented as well. So with that, oh, I said it for the very last time for CHSTV, I'm Julia O'Connell.
Hey broadcasters, it's Corey, and I'm finally doing my senior video. Can't believe I'm finally doing this video. It's been 4 years of watching them and thinking, what the heck am I going to say for mine when I finally do it? And here we are, and I still don't really know what I'm going to say. So let's just see what happens. So I've been in the program for 6 years now, including VMS TV broadcasting, and it's been amazing. Because when I got into middle school, well, when I was in elementary school, I was pretty outgoing, pretty loud, stuff like that. And then going into middle school, I sort of collapsed into my shell, if you will, and sort of became super shy and didn't really like talking to a lot of people. Only my closest friends, and even then I didn't talk a whole lot. But broadcasting really helped in the sense that it forced me to. It helped me talk to more strangers and talk to my peers as well, which is something that I struggled with. But overall, just over those 6 years, being able to talk to people and having to talk to people really has helped me branch out a little bit more. I'm definitely a lot more outgoing, and you know, presenting in front of my English class is no problem now. I even like doing it, and that's not something that I could say back in 7th or 8th grade, and broadcasting has totally helped me with that, which is awesome. And I guess sort of over the years, that this love for broadcasting actually sort of led me to my new passion, which is music. Getting to do audio engineering a lot in broadcasting on The Daily Show, getting to be audio engineer. That actually helped me realize that I wanted to be an audio engineer in the future, in college and beyond, but just in terms of music instead of in broadcasting. So that's something that really has been super helpful about broadcasting. So yeah, that pretty much sums it up. It's been a great 6 years. Thank you to everyone in the program. These last couple years have been my favorite because I've sort of actually found some people I like hanging out with. Not that I have anything against anybody, but I just have sort of felt like an outsider in the group. But I definitely think that in this last year I definitely found people to hang out with, and it's been so much fun. So it's unfortunate that I got cut short for us, but the times that we did have were amazing, and so for that I say thank you. As well, of course, to Mr. Green and Miss Cohn for stepping in to become the new assistant. Has been super helpful. I don't know if assistant is the right term, I have no idea, so I apologize. But the secondary Mr. Green, her stepping in to become that, has been super helpful. And of course, Mrs. Leone, I don't know if you end up watching this, but if you do, you've been great. It's been so much fun. Every morning coming in, seeing your smiling face is so great. I know overall, and in the end, that the biggest thing that has affected me is that every time I go into Chili's, I'm going to expect to see Mr. Green at the bar. And I'm going to be in Indiana next year, and I'm still going to be like, oh man, I wonder if Mr. Green is here. So that's something that I've taken out of this program, which is great. And I'm sure that's exactly what Mr. Green wanted me to learn about the world. So once again, thank you guys so much. It's been great this past 6 years, finding my place. So thank you for everything that you've taught me, and I'm very excited to see what happens next in life for all of us.
What's up, guys? For those of you who don't know me, my name is Tobias Williams. I've been in the program for 6 years, coming out of VMS TV. I joined in 7th grade, and broadcasting has been one of the best experiences of my life. I've made some of my best friends. I've made some of my best memories. It's been great. I remember in sophomore year, though, I was deciding whether I stay in the program, not because I didn't like it, but just because I was, focusing on other things at the time. And my parents convinced me. They're like, no, you'll learn so much from staying in the program. Just make sure to stick it out, keep going. And they were so right. The program has taught me so much more than just, regular broadcasting journalism skills. It's taught me how to be a better person. It's taught me how to be confident in a, crowd of random people, how to keep a conversation for as long as I want. It's taught me so many skills, so many small things, small details that you don't really notice until you're in a certain situation. I gotta say thank you so much, Mr. Green, for teaching me everything, for allowing me to be the anchor at Golden Hall, to allowing me to interview council members. I mean, you've given me so many opportunities and taught me so much. Some stuff you were a little mean about, but it always led me in the right direction, and it's made me who I am today. So thank you so much. And Mrs. Leone and Mrs. Cohn, thank you so much for always being there and supporting me. I remember Mrs. Leone was there on my first interview, and I was so scared. Anchoring, and she helped me out. She patted me on the back and told me how well I was doing, even though I was terrible. And she helped me through all of that. So thank you guys so much. And for all of you youngsters in CHSTV, make sure to stick it out. And even if you're feeling some challenges, keep going, because you'll learn so much. And Mr. Green and Mrs. Leone and Mrs. Cohn all care about you so much. So just keep going. And that's all I have. Thank you so much for everything, guys. Have a good one. And for CHSTV, I'm Tobias Williams.
I'm in absolute disbelief that I'm recording this video right now, and I've dreaded it for such a long time. I've put it off because I really don't want to say goodbye, but I know I have to. I love CHSTV so much, and I really appreciate it for everything it's done for me. I remember back in 8th grade, I switched from drama class over to broadcast, because I really got into making videos, and then STN came along. I had no idea STN was going to be what it was, and when I got there in Atlanta, it was really life-changing, It inspired me to pursue something that I now see myself continuing to do for the rest of my life, which is, document and tell stories. And I've been so in love with it ever since I got into CHSTV. I remember as a 9th grader just being so excited to see my name on the list that summer when I woke up, and I just knew that it was going to do something huge for me. And it brought me to Anaheim, brought me to Nashville, brought me to Seattle, and those were all such memorable STNs. I'll always remember, the people I met, the workshops I sat in, the memories we made is just amazing. Those are memories I'll never forget, never going to forget. But it's really taught me also how to, get to know people, really talk to people and, hear their story, make them feel comfortable talking to you. And I think that's a really important life skill that's going to transfer into pretty much everything I do from here on out. So I really thank and credit broadcasting for that. I remember junior year, Mr. Green telling me, hey, Jake, you're going to Boston to go do CHSTV at another school. And I was like, that is the coolest thing ever. I could have picked any elective, and I picked CHSTV, and now it's sending me to Boston. And I got to go there and, learn the whole culture and, just report on their high school show. It was the coolest thing ever. I'm always going to be super amped about that one. But, yeah, I'm just so unbelievably thankful because this program has done amazing things for my life. It's helped me help others, and others have helped me, It's one big family, and it's just the best thing ever. First off, I want to start off by thanking Miss Cohn, because you stepped in and did an amazing job. You filled the shoes of Miss Leone, who I didn't think shoes were able to be. I did not think someone could do as good of a job as you did. That's all I got to say, because Miss Leone, you really killed it. And then, Miss Leone, thank you so much for all you've done. I remember coming in freshman year, and you were just always so nice. You really remind me of my own mom, so I really appreciate you for that. Lastly, I really would like to thank Mr. Green. Mr. Green, you really taught me how to work harder. Your approval and, impressing you was not an easy thing to do, and it really motivated me to, get that little compliment out of you or get that, little like recognition, because I knew that if you would compliment my work, that I was doing something right. And I really just appreciate you for pushing me to work harder. I also want to thank Miss Wyckoff, because Miss Wyckoff is the person who sparked my whole interest in broadcasting. Without her passion, without seeing that love for broadcasting, I probably would have never even considered trying out for CHSTV in the first place. So I thank her a lot for that. But when all this is said and done, it's crazy, I've grown so much as a person. I came into this program not so shy, not very shy, but definitely, just inexperienced and just not very aware of everything. And I feel like senior year has just been such a crazy year, especially during these weird times. But the person I've grown into is a person I'm, confident behind. I'm very, very, very ready for the future. And I'm so happy CHSTV has helped me, to realize that and help me to prepare for the future. God, all I could say is thank you, and I love it so much. And I hope that everybody after me can learn to appreciate CHSTV as much as I do, just because nothing bad can come out of that class. I'm a true believer in that, and it would honestly be a dream of mine to come back and teach it one day. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. All right, well, goodbye, CHSTV. I love you so much. Thank you for all the memories. Thank you for all the friends that you helped me make. Thank you for all the people that you've helped me meet. And it's going to be really tough looking back on these times. But you know what? I'm glad that it happened. And I'm very, 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 I'm emotional about it. CHSTV is awesome. All right, this is so over 2 minutes. My bad.
Well, it's another banner year for CHSTV. Thanks for all of your tireless efforts to promote journalism and to produce such wonderful programs for all of us. We are so proud of you, and I know from my personal experience what a stellar group of kids you are based on all of those of you I've had in class. So I wish you all a wonderful banquet and a great rest of the year.
Hey Lancers, this is Miss Waters. Hey, I wanted to say thank you so much for all you're doing during this time. I know that it's hard for you guys, just like it's hard for us, but I love watching your shows every day. I love that you guys are still getting it done. You're literally second to none across the country. So thank you so much for all you're doing. Lancer strong, and seize up.
Coming from a guy who spent his time, paid my dues actually in the San Diego sports media for about 30 years, I can tell you that our kids come out of our program at Carlsbad High School, and they are ready. 4 years of college, they are ready to go in the workforce. Mr. Green does a terrific job. He pulls from a bunch of kids from the Carlsbad area. They're the best. We have the best program that there is in the country. Kids, just keep on doing what you do, and you're going to be successful, I promise.
I want to say congratulations and thank you to all of our CHSTV students. You bring excellence to Carlsbad High School every day, and you are the thread that pulls our community together through all kinds of things that are going on in the world. To our seniors, I also want to say a special thank you for the years that you've invested in our community, and to wish you the best as you move on next year.
Hey, Lancer Broadcasting.
I'm here at the Magic Window just to say thank you for all the awesome early morning reports and a few senior shout-outs. First, to Tobias Williams for all those awesome rugby reports. Nate Mills for keeping me up to date on baseball. Julia and Gabby for being so chipper in the morning. Jake Watts for all your music interviews. And last but not least, shout out to Nikki Francis, Mr. Cool, Calm, and Collected. He can be interviewing someone during the middle of an earthquake, and he'd be sitting there saying, you know, this earthquake is the result of two tectonic plates sliding past each other. Good job, Nikki, and good job, Lancers. And now, back to the anchors.
Well, this is something I've been looking forward to. Not looking forward to in a lot of ways because I was in denial that this would ever happen, but Mrs. Leone retired. She worked for the program, worked with me for 10 plus years, and certainly had a huge role to play in what this program has become. And my joke is that I could go into the studio after you guys leave in the morning and I could point to a 2-ton light up in that part of the ceiling and say, you know, if we could move that light over there, that would really solve some problems. And more often than not, I'd leave for Valley, Mrs. Leone would get in her car, go to Home Depot, figure out how to make it happen. And the next day, didn't really happen, but this is the kind of thing, that light might have been moved. She has no fear. She does close her eyes when she climbs down a ladder, which seems risky to me. But she will try anything, and sometimes it doesn't work out so well. Here's what I mean. Okay, you are on the roof of the school. What are you doing?
Oh my gosh, this is so scary. Well, we are bringing the court up from down below, and this is so far up, and the stairs were scary, and I'm scared.
What are you doing now? You're on the roof. Now you're behind the set. You're stuck.
You better turn that off. Oh my gosh.
You are behind the set. Okay.
I just don't know how you got back here.
Yeah, good question.
Oh,
all right, come on out of there before you get in trouble. Okay.
How did you get there?
Well, I don't know.
Oh my gosh. How did you really get back there? I don't believe you ever went back there.
I don't know. I feel like I was back there.
Oh my God.
Nice job.
Look at my pants. Filthy.
You are out of control. Start your summer vacation.
Oh, I know. What am I doing here?
Thank you. That last thing happened at an STN. I don't remember what city it was in. I think maybe Dallas. But thank you for all the memories, and thanks for just making me laugh so hard. You're going to hear from Mrs. Leone now. And then we welcome Mrs. Cohen. You have come in, and although it's only been a month and a half, you hit the ground running, and we welcome you to our family. Mrs. Cohen will speak to you guys as well.
Hi, Terry Leone here. I want to start by saying thank you to all the Booster Board members, the past and the present, and to all of our parents. Thank you so much for your support and dedication to the mission of CHSTV. Second, a huge congrats to all of my broadcasters for taking the national title for the Best Daily Live Broadcast, the Award of Excellence. The number 13 is definitely now my favorite number. So now, my dear students, I would like to light a match. This match represents Mr. Green, his skills, his kindness, his care that he shares with all of you so generously. And I'm going to light this candle, which for this one moment in time represents all of you broadcasters and the seniors. As I look back, without exception, you all walked into CHSTV a little apprehensive, scared, fearful. And fear has two meanings: forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. You didn't wait to be perfect. Your gifts emerged. Every day you exceeded my expectations and brought me great joy. Thank you for your hard work, your creativity. You have become amazing journalists. Let your light shine like this candle, because you have been willing to dare greatly. Now take your light into the world. We now need you more than ever. You are our hope for the future. You will make a difference. So my broadcasters, Mr. Green, my dear seniors, I love and cherish you and can't wait to see what lies ahead for each and every one of you. Thanks for the memories and sending all my love.
Hi all, I just wanted to let you know what a pleasure it was to meet each and every one of you at CHSTV this year. I want to thank you all for such a warm welcome, for helping me out in the beginning. This has been a fun job, it's been a challenging job, and I've so enjoyed it. To the seniors, I want to throw out a big congratulations to you and wish you well in whatever your future holds for you. And for the rest of us, I hope we can get back to business as usual very soon.
Okay, let's get back into it. Another major accomplishment of the Booster Club this year was the ability to support Mr. Green in bringing on the new Lightcraft program. And you all, I'm sure, are familiar with Lightcraft, where the students stand up against a green screen and they are basically reporting live against a virtual environment. And the students have actually created those environments themselves. So it's a pretty impressive program. And this year, what I would like to do, last year, a new tradition was started by Sean Fells, the then president of the Booster Club, and he created the President's Award. So we're gonna do that again this year, but this year I took the liberty of adding a new award just to kind of celebrate the accomplishment that it was to bring Lightcraft on board. So this year I'm excited to announce that we're gonna have a Team Lightcraft Award. And this is gonna go to some individuals that really took it upon themselves to dedicate their time, their additional time outside of their normal demands of the program to really get this program on board and ready for all students to use. So their dedication was able to create opportunities for all people in the program. So I'm really excited and grateful to let Miles Fessler, JJ Meeser, and Ben Hannon know that you guys will be getting a gift card to B&H Photo on behalf of the Booster Club. And we thank you for embracing the new Lightcraft technology, really spending your extra time and making it so that we could all enjoy it and watch you guys thrive with this new program. So congratulations to Miles, JJ, and Ben. And I'll get in touch with you after the banquet and we'll get you your gift cards. So congratulations. Next up is the President's Award, and this one was really difficult. Clearly, everyone in this program is a superstar. It takes so much to get into this program, to stay in this program, and to really dedicate yourselves. And the President's Award this year was based on something that I believe in, and I believe we need more of in this time. And so this individual that I chose has a dedication to compassionate journalism and really showed that this year. This person was also incredibly genuinely kind to others, and anytime I would see this person, I would always get a hello with eye contact and just kind of going out of the way, you know, to say, hey, how can I help you? How can I be of service? And so this year's Presidential Award goes to Jacob Varela. Congratulations, Jacob. I just wanted to let you know that you have a kindness about you that I really appreciated. You always made sure that whenever you saw me, you kind of came over and you were like, hi, Mrs. Benson, how can I help you out? You know, let me know if I can do anything for you. And I really appreciated that. And I also really thought that your dedication to your craft this year was amazing. Your Steve Wynn, the football player who was injured, there's a story on that. And I believe you did the Misty, the homeless woman. So congratulations. I think I'll save all of your senior moments for you when your video is played, but congratulations. I appreciate who you are as a young man, and I'm really happy for you. So, and you also get a gift card, which I will make sure to follow up with you personally, and we'll get that to you before you head off to school this fall. So that is it for the Presidential Awards. To every student in this program, you are each amazing. You each have your own talents and skill sets. You're all amazing in the way that you hold each other up when you need to, and you celebrate each other. And I spend a lot of time, the entire board spends a lot of time, doing what we need to do kind of behind the scenes in the Booster Club. And we do it because you guys are all stellar human beings. So congratulations on being awesome kids.
Hey guys, my name is Maddie Ward, and I'm going to be presenting with Shaylin Foley the Paper Plate Awards for Period 1. And then for Period 2, we have Gabby FS and Jake Watts. So this first award goes out to a person who I really thought was going to graduate 2 years ago. They only hung out with people in that grade. They did everything with them. At STN, they went to their senior dinner. And then they kind of did a switcheroo on us and started hanging out with someone younger than them. But never us, never our class. We never got that recognition. So the graduated 18 but belongs to 22 award goes to Nate Mills, obviously for his many, many friendships outside of his own grade. This next award goes to someone who walked into broadcasting one morning. They seemed fine, nothing seemed wrong. They sat down and then were informed that they left their car running in the parking lot. I don't know how you get out of your car and don't hear it running or notice, but they managed to do that. And because of that, I would say they have the worst memory, but this person also somehow remembered every single morning to bring their yerba mate. So I'm gonna have to give Shaylin Foley the worst best memory award. All right, this next student is super busy all the time. They're a true Renaissance man, and he has a lot of extracurriculars, a lot of things on his plate. Sometimes you gotta pick and choose which events take precedent over others when you have so much on your plate. And this student we have given the most likely to skip STN for choir award. This goes to Nick Francis, jack of all trades, really. And this last award that I'll be presenting goes to someone who I've had broadcasting and academic classes with since freshman year. And they always know what's going on in our academic classes. Like always, if it's super complicated, they somehow understand it. I feel like they don't study, their brain just naturally absorbs information. But I think when our teacher announces that we have homework, they block that out. Their ears just shut down. So when we'd get to broadcasting period 1 and I'd be finishing up my homework, they would look over, see it, not know what it is at all. So I frequently got the question we thought was due from them. This happened with essays, with math homework, with English homework, with pretty much everything that you could think of that needs to be turned in. I thought it was really impressive. Then they managed to write entire English essays in one period and still get a good score on them. So the Wait That Was Due award goes to Mr. Jared Barnes. Keep doing what you do, Jared. It's very impressive. And now I'm going to send it over to Shaylin Foley for the rest of the period 1 awards. Bye, guys.
Hi, guys. It's Shaylin Foley, and I'm going to be presenting some of the Paper Plate Awards for Period 1. And so to start off, right off the bat, we have a boy who is incredibly involved in extracurricular activities, including CHSTV, filming all of the football games, showing up to basketball games, volleyball games, being an ASB. And you'll find that although he's involved in so many extracurriculars, throughout the school day, it is nearly impossible to find this kid. So, the most likely to forget that he's enrolled in Carlsbad High School is Andrew Whitsett. And the next Paper Plate Award we have goes to a special senior girl. She has had a special infatuation with an underclassman for the past few years. This has been a kind of known thing, but kind of under the wraps. So, it's time to expose you. Maddie Ward, the most likely to marry Tyler Critchbaum. So, for the last one, We have had an abundance of decisions to make this year as STN executive producers, regular producers, execs, anything you want. And we had 4 slots this year for STN executive producers, but we had to just include 1 extra spot for somebody who's shown to devote a lot of time and passion to this class and always make sure their decisions are included in our decisions. So the honorary STN executive producer award goes to Shayla Islampur.
Hey everybody, it's Jake Watts here. I'm going to be giving the Senior Paper Plate Awards, or at least half of them, for Period 2. Just want to say how much I miss you guys, how much I miss Mr. Green, Ms. Cohn, and Miss Leone. I wish we could be in class still. I wish we could have this banquet in person, but having it virtually is a lot better than nothing. So, without further ado, let's start. So this award goes out to a person who joined our class, halfway through the year of our freshman year, and had a sister join the program a year later. And, having a sister or a sibling in the program is probably pretty interesting, and watching them kind of have interactions in the class was really funny. We loved watching them, interact with each other, and she was a positive person to have in the class for sure. So we're presenting Julia O'Connell with the Best Sister Award. All right. So this next person, this is a guy that's probably one of the most genuine dudes I know, actually. I had a very, very great time getting to know him. I definitely want to stay in touch with this guy after high school because I don't think I'll meet someone who's nicer than him. But he worked really hard in the program. He made a lot of good stuff, and it was no doubt and it was no surprise that he got accepted to the college that he always wanted to go to. But when he got accepted, everybody knew about it. So I'm presenting Jacob Barella with most likely to make sure everyone knows that he is going to Mizzou. Love you, man. And lastly, this person is on the more gullible side for sure. I think everybody had a lot of fun just kind of messing with her a little bit, but she was also a great reporter, and it was just funny, messing with her in class, I guess. So we're giving Gabby a fest, most likely to believe the earth is flat. All right. So that is my half of the awards. Hope you enjoyed. Again, I miss you all so much, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the banquet.
Hello everyone, my name's Gabby, and I'm one of the seniors from the class of 2020, and I'm here to present the Period 2 Paper Plate Awards. So to start it off, there's this one guy that came into class every single day, and he had this one signature item. So we're going to present Corey with the Most Likely to Have a Fedora for Every Occasion award. And then next, there's somebody that even has a signature walk to flex off their abs, so they'll walk like this, and we're going to give that to Jake Watts, Did You Know I Have Abs award. And then lastly, this one's my favorite. We did have a blooming romance going on in CHSTV that a lot of people were not aware of. I actually created a whole collage where I have pictures of them hugging or cuddling on the couch, and it's a pretty good couple collage. So that is going to Michael and Tobias, the Forbidden Love Award. I miss you guys so much. I hope you're having an amazing summery kind of season and finishing up your classes. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Miss you, CHSTV. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in tonight to our 2020 CHSTV banquet. To our seniors, you guys are an amazing group of people. I wish you all the best on the next part of your journey. You guys are so capable. You're truly an amazing group of kids. We will miss you, and I'm sending you all big virtual air hugs. To the incoming senior class, you guys have big shoes to fill, but I've known a lot of you since you were a few months old. I am so looking forward to next year and to seeing what you're going to do and what you're going to bring to the table, and how you create your senior year in a set of pretty extraordinary circumstances. I know you guys are going to do great, and I'm going to be here to watch you do it. To the collective group, you guys have been raised in an interesting era. We're going to look back and remember social media and unfortunately school shootings and living and going to school through a global pandemic. The skills that you guys are using on the daily in this program are going to take you so far. You may or may not go into journalism as a career choice, but everything you're doing in this program will set you up for success You're all incredible. I'm so proud of each and every one of you and your contributions to this program. I hope you have a fantastic summer. I hope everyone stays healthy and as happy as can be. As always, I'm here, just a phone call or an email away. Congratulations, seniors. Congratulations to everybody for sticking it out. And thank you. Thank you to the board. You guys are literally heroes through this entire year. I really appreciate everything you've done. Oh, and I almost forgot. To Mr. Green, you are a legend. If the goal of the Carlsbad Unified School District is to provide students with an extraordinary education in an inspiring environment, you're the gold standard. So we are really lucky to have you. We're lucky to have this program. That's it. Good night.